Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Good evening, Coyote fans. I'm Trip Angel here with Caden Suter tonight to commentate as your Tatum Lady Coyotes will take on the Lady Bobcats. How's it going, Caden?
Good.
Good. We're going to get started with a quick roster read here. For your Tatum Lady Coyotes, number 1, Isabel Ramirez. Number 2, Colby Hennard. Number 3, Avery Hennard. Number 4, Aaliyah De La O. Number 5, Kinley Allen. Number 6, Allison Dixon. Number 7, Sydney Rice. Number 8, Tessa Kirby. Number 9, Nicole Garcia. Number 10, Sydney Hernandez. Number 11, Sophia Flores. Number 12, Harley Gandy. Number 14, Drennan Young. And number 15, Adriana Ybarra, with head coach Tracy Hobbs and assistant coaches Casey Graham and Taylor Skinner. I think this will be a pretty quick matchup tonight. Hopefully it's over in 3 for the Coyotes. Caden, would you like to read off Hagerman's roster, please?
So, number 1, we have Lupita Mendoza, a sophomore. Number 2, Janet Archienda Torres, a junior. Number 4, Lefe Grafe, a freshman. Number 6, Ariana Magallanes, a senior. Number 7, Rene Talamantes, a sophomore. Number 8, Yaritzi Caballero, a sophomore. Number 9, Breely Rodriguez, a sophomore. Number 10, Annalise Salazar, a junior. Number 12, Natalie Martinez, a junior. And number 15, Riley Martinez, a senior, with the head coach being Monica Morales.
Thank you, Caden. Looks like we're about 2.5 minutes away from the national anthem game time, so a quick commercial break will be
Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Remember, kid, there's heroes and there's legends. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die.
Legendary Services would like everyone to recognize the Tatum Coyote team and coaches for a season filled with hard work and dedication. Everyone at Legendary Services is extremely proud of each and every one of you. Best of luck in this game and shoot for a finish in a legendary way.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
The Tatum Schools are a proud sponsor of this live broadcast. Tatum Schools are very proud of every single student. With the dedication in the classroom and the dedication in your community, you've made all of Tatum and Lee County very proud. All your hard work is paying off, Coyotes. The entire staff, faculty, and administration wish you the best of luck. For more details about Tatum Schools, please log on to tatumschools.org.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called SmartHub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime, with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the SmartHub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the SmartHub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with SmartHub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
Insurance. Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington. Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Remember, kid, there's heroes and there's legends. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die.
Legendary Services would like everyone to recognize the Tatum Coyote team and coaches for a season filled with hard work and dedication. Everyone at Legendary Services is extremely proud of each and every one of you. Best of luck in this game and shoot for a finish in a legendary way.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
The Tatum Schools are a proud sponsor of this live broadcast. Tatum Schools are very proud of every single student. With the dedication in the classroom and the dedication in your community, you've made all of Tatum and Lee County very proud. All your hard work is paying off, Coyotes. The entire staff, faculty, and administration wish you the best of luck. For more details about Tatum Schools, please log on to tatumschools.org.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called Smart Hub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime, with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the Smart Hub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the Smart Hub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with Smart Hub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
The Tatum Schools are a proud sponsor of this live broadcast. Tatum Schools are very proud of every single student. With the dedication in the classroom and the dedication in your community, you've made all of Tatum and Lee County very proud. All your hard work is paying off, Coyotes. The entire staff, faculty, and administration wish you the best of luck. For more details about Tatum Schools, please log on to tatumschools.org.
We're about to get started here tonight, where your 13-7 Tatum Lady Coyotes will be taking on the 9-10 Hagerman Bobcats. They just introduced all the players on the roster, and I think they're about to take the court. So, be a matchup. This is a district game at home, so Coyotes need to win this one to be ranked good for state. They had a little trouble on Tuesday, but hopefully they got all those wrinkles ironed out and are ready to show up and play their best tonight. So. The buzzer's gonna buzz, calling both teams out onto the court here to get started. Looks like your starters for the Coyotes will be De La O, Hernandez, Dixon, Rice, Avery Hennard, and Colby Hennard to get started here this evening.
Looks like Hagerman's going to get the first serve with number 6 serving.
Ref calls for the serve here. It's going to be dug by Rice. De La O sets it over the net.
Well, 7's going to save it from going out of bounds, but none of the other No, other is going to be able to get there in time.
Looks like we've got number 1, Isabel Ramirez, serving for the Coyotes now. Serves over. Dug by 8. And number 10 is going to try to put it over the net, but it's going to prove to be unsuccessful. Ramirez will serve again. And that's going to be an ace as number 8's not able to get there in time. Ramirez serving again for the Coyotes.
Number 8's going to try to dig it again, but she's going to shank it.
So the Coyotes have already improved drastically from their Tuesday night matchup against Jal. They had lots of missed serves, but so far they've had 2 aces, so they've proven pretty successful here. Maybe ironing out some of the wrinkles they had at the Jal game as Dixon gets a good spike.
That's going to be dug by one of the Bobcats, and
Allison tips it over. As Ramirez sets it to Rice, gets a big spike, and 15 for the Bobcats is not going to be able to get the block. As Ramirez goes to serve again. Serves up and over.
number 15's going to try to spike it, but it looks like it's going to be blocked by Dixon there.
Ramirez serving again. Serves over. Going to be dug and goes out of bounds there. As the Coyotes have really started to dominate in this first set. Ramirez sets for Dixon, gets a spike.
One number 12 is going to shank it, but 8's going to save it. 6 is going to hit it over the net.
Ramirez sets for Rice.
And it's going to be shanked out of the bounds by one of the Bobcats.
Yeah, not having numbers on the front of the Bobcats jerseys makes it kind of hard. So,
yeah.
Timeout by Hagerman. A quick word from our sponsors, and we'll be right back.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called Smart Hub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the Smart Hub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the Smart Hub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with Smart Hub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
Ramirez will be serving for the Coyotes once again, as they've held this serve really well here in the first set.
Number 15 is going to tip it over.
Saved by Ramirez. Rice puts it up in the rafters, and Colby's going to get it over the net for the Coyotes.
Number 15 is going to spike it over.
Avery saves it. Colby's able to get it up off the ground, but none of the Coyotes are able to get it sent back over the net. Lots of good effort out on the court by the Coyotes, though, so.
The serve's going to be good. Or never mind, it's going to go out.
It was over the net good, but.
I tried to predict it.
Yeah, a little too much zing behind it as it goes way out of bounds. As Ybarra for the Coyotes now goes to serve. As the Coyotes lead the Bobcats 9-1.
It's going to be tipped and passed over the net. Number 10's going to try to tip it over the net, but it's going to be blocked.
Put in the net as Ybarra goes to serve now for the Coyotes. Good serve by Ybarra. Colby gets the save. And Dixon spikes it over for the Coyotes there. Coyotes showing lots of hustle out on the court tonight, maybe trying to make up for their loss against Jiao on Tuesday, and they're doing a good job. Ramirez sets for Rice, gets a spike, but it's going to be a little too far out.
Yeah, I think that's a problem the Coyotes had when they were playing Jiaos. They were hitting it out of bounds a lot.
But maybe that's in correlation to them trying to play aggressive here, as Rice's spike results in a point for the Coyotes. Dixon will be serving for the Coyotes now. Ramirez sets for Flores, who gets it over the net with a spike.
Number 12 is going to hit it over the net.
Ramirez sets it for Flores, puts it over the net for the Coyotes.
It's going to be dug by number 15, and number 12 is going to spike it over.
And Dixon's not going to be able to quite get to it in time as she comes up off the floor. She'll serve out for Colby. Rice sets for Flores, gets a good spike as it results in a point for the Coyotes. Rice now goes to serve for the Coyotes. Serve's gonna be out. Close, but still a little too much power behind that one. As the serve by number 9 is going to go into the net, turning it over to the Coyotes with Avery now serving. Puts it over.
Number 6 is going to spike it over.
Flores tries to block it, and Avery's going to spike it, and that one's going to go out of bounds at the back of the court. There's a different atmosphere out on the court today than was Tuesday. Lots of hustle and effort put out by the Coyotes. I think they really want to put them away in 3 here to maybe help save their ranking some from the upset that Jiao gave them. But Colby's not going to be able to quite get to that one in time. If the serve from the Bobcats is going to go into the net, turn it over to the Coyotes with Flores serving now. Sophia's serve is up.
It's going to be dug. Set and spiked by number 15, but it's going to go out.
As your Coyotes lead 15-6 here in the first set. Flores' serve is going to have too much power behind it and go out of bounds to the back of the court. Hernandez passes to De La, who gets it over the net for the Coyotes.
It's going to be tipped over by one of the Bobcats. And number 6 is going to serve it right into the net.
Ramirez will now be serving for the Coyotes. As 15 is not going to be able to quite make it to it in time for the Bobcats. Ramirez's serve is over.
Number 15 is going to spike it over.
Ramirez will set it to Rice, who spikes it over and out for the Coyotes. Coyotes have been playing with a lot of aggression, it seems like, here in the first set. Really seeming like they want it, as the serve will go over. Be dug by Avery. Ramirez sets to Rice, just taps it over for the Coyotes. Ramirez sets to Avery, gets the spike, and it's going to go out through the back of the court there.
Yeah, it looks like one of the Bobcats shanked in. Another one tried to save it, and they shanked it too.
Yeah. Young will now serve for the Coyotes as it goes over.
It's going to be dug and tipped over.
Rice sets it for Avery, who gets a good spike for the Coyotes.
But number 8 is going to be able to dig that. It's going to be spiked over for the Bobcats.
Point of that rally will go to the Bobcats after the Coyotes aren't able to quite get it back over.
Well, number 15 is going to serve. It's going to be good.
Be set over the net and give the Coyotes another point as they close in on the magic number 25 here in the first set. Dixon's serve's going to be out over here to the right of the court. Rice sets to Colby, spikes it over.
Number 6 is going to spike it.
Ramirez sets it to Avery, who gets a good spike, but it's going to be just barely out there. Young's going to dig it. Rice is going to tip it over for the Coyotes.
And number 6 is going to spike it over.
And Flores isn't quite able to get the block, just almost, but wasn't enough, and going to fall right at the net. Rice sets it for Avery, gets a good spike. While number 12 for the Bobcats isn't going to be able to get the block there. Rice goes to serve for the Coyotes.
It's going to be dug by number 6. And it's also going to be spiked by number 6, resulting in a point for the Bobcats.
Serve goes over. Young will pass it to De La O, passes it over the net for the Coyotes there.
Number 15 is going to spike it over.
Good dive by Colby there to save the ball. As Rice will set it for Flores, who gets a spike for the Coyotes.
And number 6 is going to spike it over.
Avery will pass it to De La O, passes it over the net for the Coyotes.
15 is going to dig it. 6 is going to spike it over, but it's going to go out.
Turn the serve over to the Coyotes as they're 4 points away of putting Hagerman out in the first set here in Tatum. Good serve by Avery there.
One of the Bobcats, or number 12 for the Bobcats, is going to spike it over, gaining them a point.
Yeah, Colby just wasn't quite able to get there in time. It was too far away as number 12 for the Bobcats is now serving, I think. Rice will set it to Flores, who gets a good spike for the Coyotes. It's going to be up in the rafters and go back behind where the Bobcats thought it would come down at. Flores' serve is over. And looks like number 1's not going to be able to successfully dig it for the Bobcats, resulting in another point for the Tatum Coyotes as a timeout's called. Word from our sponsors, and we'll be right back.
Western States Insurance.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington.
We're back after that timeout. It's your Tatum Lady Coyotes will take the court with Flores serving as they're 2 points away from winning this first set here. Her serve's over.
It's
Good.
dug by number 6.
She'll try to spike it, but Dixon gets a good block as Rice sets it for Dixon. He gets a tip.
Number 6 is going to spike it over.
Avery tries to get a pancake there, but it's going to go a little more off course than she would have liked.
Number 6 going to serve it.
Delos going to tip it over the net for the Coyotes, as it'll be shanked out of bounds by number 8 for Hagerman. As Ramirez will now be serving for your Coyotes as it's now set point 24-16 here in Tatum. Serves over.
He dug.
Hernandez is going to try to tip it over, but it's not going to happen. However, the Coyotes are able to get it to work. Good teamwork out on the court now as Hernandez's spike is dug by 8, and Dixon gets it tipped over. So good first set by your Coyotes. Major improvement from their game on Tuesday against Jal. I really think they've got some kinks worked out, and they're playing really well together. Lots of hustle and effort out on the court. So word from our sponsors, and we'll be right back.
Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Remember, kid, there's heroes and there's legends. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die.
Legendary Services would like everyone to recognize the Tatum Coyote team and coaches for a season filled with hard work and dedication. Everyone at Legendary Services is extremely proud of each and every one of you. Best of luck in this game and shoot for a finish in a legendary way.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County Athletics.
The Tatum Schools are a proud sponsor of this live broadcast. Tatum Schools are very proud of every single student. With the dedication in the classroom and the dedication in your community, you've made all of Tatum and Lee County very proud. All your hard work is paying off, Coyotes. The entire staff, faculty, and administration wish you the best of luck. For more details about Tatum Schools, please log on to tatumschools.org.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called SmartHub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime, with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the SmartHub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the SmartHub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with SmartHub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
We'll be back. We're back here in the second set of your Tatum Lady Coyotes against the Hagerman Bobcats here in Tatum. The Coyotes were able to put them away pretty handily in the first set. See if they're able to do it a couple more times here. As Rice, Hernandez, Dixon, Avery, Ramirez, and Colby will be starting in the second set. Ramirez will be serving to start off the second set here in Tatum. Her serve's over. Gonna be dug. She sets it for Dixon. Looks like the serve was just a little behind her. Sure they can get that squared away pretty quick though, and be better here in just a second as Hagerman goes to serve. Good dig by Colby as Ramirez sets it to Hernandez, who gets a tip for the Coyotes.
Number 15 is going to spike it over there.
.15 will spike and Dixon will go up for the block. Dixon tips it over for the Coyotes as Hernandez's tip will be blocked. She spikes it for the Coyotes. Good spike.
Dug by number 6. Number 8's going to dig it. And number 15's going to spike it right into the net.
Good showing from the freshman Hernandez there. Had lots of good moves in that rally there as Ybarra now goes into serve for the Coyotes. Her serve's over.
And number 15's going to tip it over.
Big spike from Avery.
But number 8 is going to dig it.
Another big spike, this time from Rice, puts it right in the middle of the court where nobody is, giving your Coyotes a very powerful point here. Ybarra goes to serve again. Serve goes over.
Number 15 is going to tip it over, resulting in a point for the Bobcats.
Yeah, it looked like it kind of just rolled down the net there where nobody was expecting it. Like I said earlier, lots of good effort out by the Coyotes tonight. Colby digs it, Ramirez passes it to Rice, who gets a spike, and it's going to be tipped and go out, so that'll be a point for your Coyotes. Dixon's serve will be good and over.
15's going to dig it, while 12 is going to pass it over the net.
Ramirez sets for Flores, who gets a good tip, and number 9's not going to be able to retrieve it for the Bobcats, giving the Coyotes yet another point. Dixon's serve will go over, and it's going to end up in an ace as number 6 is not going to be able to successfully dig it for the Bobcats. Dixon's serve will be over, as it'll be blocked by Flores. Dixon serves over again. Back and forth between some Bobcats before it's sent over. And Ramirez will set it for Avery for a powerful spike for the Coyotes. Dixon will serve for the Coyotes once again.
Number 15 is going to pass it over.
Ramirez will set to Avery, tips it over. And the Coyotes another point as her ball placement puts it in the part of the court where none of the Bobcats were ready to retrieve it there.
Yeah, we've seen that Dixon has really been able to hold her serves.
Spike from Flores.
Number 6 is going to pass it over.
Ramirez sets it to Flores, who gets another tip for the Coyotes.
Looks like number 10 is going to pass it over.
Big spike from Avery. Not going to be retrieved by any of the Coyotes. I'd hate to be in front of that one. It would have hurt. That'll be a timeout by Hagerman as we'll go to a quick commercial break and be back in just a minute.
The Tatum Schools are a proud sponsor of this live broadcast. Tatum Schools are very proud of every single student. With the dedication in the classroom and the dedication in your community, you've made all of Tatum and Lee County very proud. All your hard work is paying off, Coyotes. The entire staff, faculty, and administration wish you the best of luck. For more details about Tatum Schools, please log on to tatumschools.org.
My mom used to do it, then she just likes to do it.
We're coming back after that Hagerman called timeout. This Dixon will serve for the Coyotes to get us started off here, as she's taking orders from the bad witch from the Wizard of Oz. Today was dress up in your Halloween costume, and all the teachers did characters from the movie Wizard of Oz. Miss Lambert calling lines over there was the Yellow Brick Road. She was awfully into it today. She'd run down the halls with her yellow brick cape and yell, "Follow the yellow brick road."
Yeah, I was taking a math test, and that's all we could hear.
Yeah, we were in her class when she was doing it. Just in the middle of class, she started running down the halls. It was amazing. Looks like Miss Pierce wanted to coach as a mean green witch. So
yeah,
Dixon's serve will go over and hit the corner of the court there and add another point to the Coyotes scoreboard. Dixon waiting on the whistle. Now serves for the Coyotes. Go over and not going to be an ace for the Coyotes as it's not able to be dug by any of the Bobcats. Dixon's done a really good job serving after that timeout. The Bobcats might have to call another one just to stop this momentum the Coyotes have.
Looks like number 9 is going to pass it over for the Bobcats.
Ramirez passes it to Flores, who gets it tipped over.
Number 10 is going to pass it for the Bobcats.
Ramirez passes to Dixon, who passes it to Rice, who gets a good spike.
It's going to be dug by one of the Bobcats.
Dixon spikes, and Rice isn't able to tip it over the net. As the score is now 12-3, with your Tatum Lady Coyotes leading.
The serve's good from number 10.
Rice passes to Avery, who's going to get blocked by number 12 for Hagerman. Dug by Avery. Rice is going to put it over for the Coyotes.
Number 6 is going to spike it over.
Good save by Colby there as Young will spike it barely into the net. Not quite getting it over. Rice will tip it over for the Coyotes, trying to throw the Bobcats off there. Ramirez sets to Flores, who spikes it out of bounds for the Coyotes. So that'll be a timeout. Word from our sponsors, and we'll be right back.
Western States Insurance.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington.
Number 10 serve goes over. Looks like Dick Flores isn't going to be able to quite get to that one.
As number 10, Annalise Salazar, is really holding the serve here.
Rice will tip it over. Quite the move there. Tipped it backwards and over the net. So Avery with a big spike. That'll be tipped and go out of bounds. Seems like just as soon as we say somebody's holding the serve real well, they don't.
Yeah.
For both teams. As Rice will now be serving for the Coyotes. It's good and over.
Number 6 is going to spike it over.
Rice will set to Avery, who gets it tapped over for the Coyotes. And Hagerman's going to manage to get it back over as Flores spikes it, and it'll be up in the rafters.
But number 10's going to save it.
Number 9's not going to be able to quite get it back. Rice spike is over. 6 with a spike, tries to get blocked by some of the Coyotes. Avery will put it over for the Coyotes there.
And Hagerman's going to be able to get it over.
Rice will set for Flores, tips it over for the Coyotes.
The number 6 is going to spike it over.
Point will go to the Coyotes. I think it may have bounced off the antenna. That's what I'm thinking, as Rice will go to serve. Sydney's serve is going to be in the net, as it'll turn it over to the Bobcats.
Now we have number 1 serving for the Bobcats.
Rice will set for De La O, gets the spike.
Number 6 is going to tip it over.
Good save by Colby there. Young will put it over for the Coyotes.
Number 6 is going to spike it.
Rice will tip it, and De La O's not going to be able to quite save it. Got a little hectic on the Coyotes side. One serve will be in the net for the Bobcats, turning it back over to the Coyotes, with the senior Avery Hennard now serving. Serves good and over.
But
Be
looks
dug and come back over the net out of bounds.
yeah, it looks like that was number 1. Looks like
Rice will set it up for Hernandez, who gets a spike. The Coyotes are dominating in the second set as they did the first, with a score 18-19 now here in the second set. Avery will now be serving for the Coyotes. As it goes over.
it looks like she was bouncing the ball and I guess it hit her foot and it gave the Bobcats the serve.
I think because it crossed the line, that'll be the Bobcats' point. So they get another one here. As they're trying to close the gap, as the score is now at 18-11.
Because number 12 is serving for the Bobcats.
Looks like Coach Hobbs is going to talk to the ref. Now the whistle comes. Come over and out. Flores will now be serving for the Coyotes.
Number 15 is going to shank it, giving another point to the Coyotes.
Looks like the Coyotes are going to put them away with just as much ease here in the second set as they lead by 10 with a score of 21. Flores' serve goes over.
Number 15 is going to spike it over.
Flores sets to Hernandez, who gets a spike for the Coyotes, and it's going to go out of bounds. I think she's done a pretty good job just being a freshman.
Yeah.
Playing for the Coyotes on this varsity team. She can definitely hold her own most of the time as Avery will dig it and Hernandez will set it a little too far for Colby to get it put over the net. Delo is going to try to set it up over the net, but it's just not going to quite work out the way she planned. As number 6 will now be serving for the Bobcats. Serve goes over, dug by Avery. Delo will set it to Avery, who spikes it from the back row. 15 tries to get the block, but just not going to turn out in her favor. Ramirez's serve is over.
And it's going to be dug by number 8, while 10 is going to spike it over.
Ramirez passes it to Colby, who gets it put over the net for the Coyotes.
And number 10 is going to tip it over. Number 15 is going to pass it.
Ramirez sets it for Dixon, who gets a spike that'll result in the point of that rally. As your Tatum Coyotes are now just 2 points away from winning the second here. Ramirez will serve for the Coyotes. Reliable serve to help put them away here in the second, as it is now set point. Ramirez will be serving. Isabel's serve is up and over.
And number 8's going to dig it, and another one of the Bobcats is going to tip it over.
Big spike from Avery, and it'll be out.
Looks like number 7 is going to be serving now.
Colby will dig it as Ramirez sets it to Dixon, who gets a big spike for the Coyotes. That the Bobcats are surprisingly able to return. As Dixon will serve it again, and they're not going to be as lucky this time. That'll be the set point there. With this Tatum winning the first 2 sets here. That score was 25-15, so a word from our sponsors and we'll be back with the third.
Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Remember, kid, there's heroes and there's legends. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die.
Legendary Services would like everyone to recognize the Tatum Coyote team and coaches for a season filled with hard work and dedication. Everyone at Legendary Services is extremely proud of each and every one of you. Best of luck in this game and shoot for a finish in a legendary way.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
The Tatum Schools are a proud sponsor of this live broadcast. Tatum Schools are very proud of every single student. With the dedication in the classroom and the dedication in your community, you've made all of Tatum and Lee County very proud. All your hard work is paying off, Coyotes. The entire staff, faculty, and administration wish you the best of luck. For more details about Tatum Schools, please log on to tatumschools.org.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called Smart Hub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the Smart Hub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app or go to our website at lcecnet.com.
We'll be back here in the third with the spike from Dixon sending it into Bobcats territory. Looks like they called time a little short there as Rice is not able to return it for the Coyotes.
Well, number 6 serving for the Bobcats.
Rice is going to try to put it over, but it's going to be just a little short. As Colby, putting some hustle out on the court, gets it over for the Coyotes.
And number 10 is going to pass it over for the Bobcats.
Big spike from Avery. She got a long ways off the ground there.
And 15 is going to tip it over.
Delo is going to get it over for the Coyotes now.
15 is going to spike it over.
Rice sets it back for Dixon, who puts it over the net for the Coyotes. Rice will set it for Colby. Gets a good spike.
And number 6 is going to spike it over.
Avery's going to dive for it, but it's just not going to go her way. Big spike from Hernandez there.
Number 10 is going to spike it over.
As Delo will put it over the net for the Coyotes. Rice sets it for Hernandez. Gets a spike, but it's going to be out. So Just a little bit of bad luck here for the Coyotes, really. They haven't done anything just too wrong. Just luck hasn't gone their way as Avery's tip will get Hagerman diving on the floor. And Rice will put it over the net for the Coyotes there.
And number 10's going to spike it over, but it's going to go out. Or, no, I guess they're going to call it in.
Yeah, things just aren't really going the Coyotes' way here at all. I think they can definitely still come back and win this set by a lot. They're just having a little bit of tough luck here in the first of it. De La O passes it to Avery, who puts it over for the Coyotes.
And our 15's going to tip it over.
Rice sets it for Colby, whose spike's going to go into the net. Still lots of effort being put out by the Coyotes. But that serve by number 6 is going to go out the back of the court there and turn into, looks like Ramirez will be serving for the Coyotes now. Ramirez serve goes over.
And 15's going to spike it over.
With Colby diving on the floor, not able to quite get up under that one the way she'd like, I'm sure. Number 4 will now be serving for the Bobcats. As Rice's spike will result in a point for the Coyotes.
Yeah, it looks like number 8 and 6 tried to dig at it, and they couldn't get to it.
Yeah, the Coyotes are really leaving it all out on the court tonight, as Young will now be serving for the Coyotes. Spike from Avery's going to go out of bounds.
This number 15 for the Bobcats is going to be serving. The serve's going to be good.
Dug by Colby. Ramirez will set it to Avery, who just puts it over for the Coyotes. It's a block there as Rice will set it to Ramirez, who sets it to Dixon, who gets the spike. Good block by Colby. Good block by Avery. Wrong hindered there. As Dixon will now go back to serve for the Coyotes. Maybe they can have some luck holding this one. Dixon's serve will go over.
Number 7's going to pass it over.
Avery with a big spike for the Coyotes.
And number 10 is going to try to tip it over, but it's going to be blocked by one of the Coyotes.
Yeah, the Coyotes are really making the Bobcats work for it now, as they now only trail by 4. Dixon's serve is good and over. 6 will pass it over the net for the Bobcats as Ramirez digs it. It'll be passed to Young, who puts it over. Young will dig it this time as Ramirez sets it for Avery, who gets a big spike for the Coyotes.
Yeah, number 15 tried to dive for it and just barely missed it.
Like I said, these Coyotes are really making the Bobcats work for it now.
Yes, they are.
Allison's serves go over.
Number 12 is going to spike it over, but it's going to be blocked by one of the Coyotes.
Ramirez passes it to Avery, who gets it sent over and put on the line for the Coyotes. But I think they're going to call one of the Coyotes in the net, so that point will go to Hagerman after that rally.
The serve from number 10's good.
Rice will set it for Avery, who gets blocked by number 12. I think they're going to call 4 touches on the Coyotes there. So just 1 too many as they now trail by 5 here in the third. Rice will pass to Flores, who gets a spike, but again, 4 touches, so this Hagerman front row seems to be giving the Coyotes a little bit of trouble now. As Flores' spike goes out. Once again, the Coyotes just not having the best of luck. As a timeout will be called, a quick word from our sponsors, and we'll be right back.
Remember, kid, there's heroes and there's legends. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die.
Legendary Services would like everyone to recognize the Tatum Coyote team and coaches for a season filled with hard work and dedication. Everyone at Legendary Services is extremely proud of each and every one of you. Best of luck in this game and shoot for a finish in a legendary way.
Back after that timeout, as the serve will be coming from Hagerman now. Rice will put it over. And number 1's not going to be able to quite get to it for the Bobcats. Looks like Rice will be serving for the Coyotes.
Number 12 is going to try to tip it over. It's going to be blocked by, it's going to be Flores.
Avery with a really good spike there. It's just going to be a little bit, it's going to be a little bit out of bounds, but it was tipped, so that'll be a point for the Coyotes. I bet that person's fingers are going to be sore tomorrow. That thing was moving. Rice will now be serving for the Coyotes.
Number 6 is going to spike it over.
Colby will save it for the Coyotes as Rice will put it over.
6 is going to spike it over again. And another spike from 6.
Number 7, Sydney Rice will set it for Avery.
And then looks like it's going to be number 6 who's going to shank it out for the Bobcats.
Rice will be serving again for the Coyotes as her serve's up and in the net. Sure, Coyotes still trail by 5 here in the third.
Number 7 is going to be serving for the Bobcats now.
Rice will set for Flores, who gets a good spike, and that'll be a point for the Coyotes. Really good spike by Flores there as the serve will come back to Avery Hennard. Hennard's serve goes over.
Number 6 is going to spike it over.
Rice will set it for De La O, who gets a spike for the Coyotes.
Number 12 is going to pass it over.
Hernandez will put it over for the Coyotes there.
Number 6 is going to spike it.
Good attempt to block by the Coyotes. Oh, man. 4 touches, but lots of good effort by the Coyotes as they try to put it over. Again, luck's just not in the Coyotes' favor here. They have had absolutely none in this third set.
And number 12 serve is going to be nothing but net there.
That's a funny joke, Caden.
It is.
Flores will now serve for the Coyotes. See if they can hold this one and get in the lead.
The number 10 is gonna pass it over, and it's gonna be out of bounds, giving a point to the Coyotes.
Coyotes are doing a pretty good job here trying to come back. As Flores' serve is over.
And number 6 is gonna spike it.
Flores isn't quite able to get the dig though, but definitely a good effort out there. DeLo will set it for Dixon, who gets it put over pretty hectically there for the Coyotes. Hernandez will pass it over. Rice will set it to Colby. Gets a good spike to the back row. Hernandez with a really good spike for the Coyotes.
And number 15 is gonna tip it over.
And she's gonna get a good block, so really good plays from Hernandez in this rally. As it's going back and forth pretty quick. DeLo's missed spike there will result in a Coyotes point though, so. Coyotes are now just trailing by 3 with Ramirez serving. This should be good news for the Coyotes. They've held this serve really well in this game against Hagerman here. Good save by Colby. Ramirez passes it to Rice, who gets it put over the net.
15's gonna spike it over. Number 10's gonna tip it over for the Bobcats.
Good spike from Dixon there to put it over. Ramirez sets to Hernandez. Gets a spike. Dixon will pass to Ramirez, who sets for Rice, who's going to spike that one into the net.
Now number 4 is serving for Hagerman.
Serve goes over, dug by Colby. Ramirez will pass it to Dixon. Gonna spike it in the net for the Coyotes. Coyotes now trail by 5. Number 4 serve goes over. Ramirez diving for it. Not able to make that one work. Looks like Coach Hobbs is going to call a quick timeout for the Coyotes. Word from our sponsors, and we'll be right back.
Remember, kid, there's heroes and there's legends. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die.
Legendary Services would like everyone to recognize the Tatum Coyote team and coaches for a season filled with hard work and dedication. Everyone at Legendary Services is extremely proud of each and every one of you. Best of luck in this game and shoot for a finish in a legendary way.
We'll be back after that timeout called by Tatum here as the Coyotes take the court.
It's number 4 serving for the Bobcats.
Yeah, see if these Coyotes can get caught up and in the lead here, as that serve is going to be pretty short from the Bobcats. Ybarra will now be serving for the Coyotes. Good serve from Ybarra, resulting in an ace for the Coyotes, putting another point on the board.
Yeah, number 15 tried to get the dive and was too late.
Ybarra's serve will go over again. This time it's going to be received by the Bobcats as 15 will put it over, saved by Avery, and she'll be the one to spike it in the Bobcat territory as it goes into the stands after it's dug. Ybarra serving again for the Coyotes here.
Number 10 is going to spike it right into the net, resulting in another point for your Coyotes.
That would have been a really good block coming from Rice and Dixon if it would have been a little higher. So these Coyotes have definitely improved a lot throughout the season and definitely showing in some aspects. As Ramirez will set to Avery, spikes it, it'll be blocked. Ramirez puts it over for the Coyotes.
Number 10 is going to spike it.
Ybarra passes to Ramirez as Dixon will put it over for the Coyotes with a spike.
Number 15 is going to spike it over again. It's going to be tipped off of Ybarra's fingertips. And number 15 now serving for the Bobcats.
Ramirez sets for Avery, who gets a big spike for the Coyotes. I would hate to be in front of that.
Yeah, thought I saw flames behind it.
Flames of death.
Yeah.
And dismemberment. Dixon will serve for the Coyotes, and it'll be out of bounds. So the Coyotes can definitely still win this third set. It's not like they're out of it at all. They only trail by 3. And in volleyball, that's pretty easy to make up as Rice will set it to Avery, who gets a spike resulting in a point. Rice will serve for the Coyotes here with them trailing by 2. Serve goes over.
And number 6 is going to spike it.
Young diving forward as it's set to Avery from Rice.
6 is going to spike it again, but it's going to be blocked by DeLeo.
And Flores there, good job by those two. And that rally will dissipate with the score going towards Tatum. Rice's serve will go over. Rice will set it for Avery, who gets another good spike, tying up the score 20-20. I think that's what the Coyotes have been looking for this whole set here, as they've trailed for all of it. And Rice's serve will be an ace there, putting another point on the board for the Coyotes as they're going to win the set. Rice will be serving again. Goes over.
And it's going to be dug by number 6. And number 7's going to try to pass it over, but she's going to shank it, and it's going to go out of bounds.
As Hagerman calls a timeout here in the third, as your Tatum Coyotes lead them 22-20. A word from our sponsors, and we'll be right back.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Rice will now serve for the Coyotes.
It's going to be dug by number 10. Number 6 is going to spike it.
Saved by Colby there as Rice will put it over. They've held this rotation very well here. As Rice will set for Avery, who puts it over.
And number 6 is going to tip it over.
It's going to be inbounds, so.
Yeah, the Bobcats are just going to be short by 1 point.
Yeah, your Coyotes need to win this set to put them away in 3.
Number 7 serving now.
Rice will set for Flores, who puts it over.
Number 7's going to pass it to 6. He's just going to try to tip it over, but it's going to be a little short, involving it going into the net.
Avery will now be serving for the Coyotes, as they're 2 away from winning the third here. And that'll be an ace off the hands of number 9 from the Bobcats. Avery's serve is over. Rice will set for Flores, who puts it over for the Coyotes there.
Number 7's going to set it for 6, who's going to get it in bounds.
Number 8 will now be serving for the Coyotes, or for the Bobcats, sorry. DeLo puts it over for the Coyotes.
Number 7's going to pass it to 6. He's going to spike it over.
Flores tries to get the block, but going to be a little unsuccessful there. Coyotes need to score here. They'll have to go past 25 as the serve's over from Hagerman. Rice will set it to Flores. He'll spike it out of bounds.
Well, it's set point now for the Bobcats, and the serve's going to go out of bounds.
So this will be set point for the Coyotes, as Flores will go to serve for them. Sophia's serve is going to be no good in the net, as it's now tied 25-25, and the Coyotes have to win by 2.
Number 6 is going to be serving.
DeLo sets it to Dixon, who gets blocked on her spike there. Good recovery, though, by the Coyotes, as she turns the favor with a big block, and Hernandez's spike will be dug by 6 and go out of bounds on the Tatum side of the net. Set point again for the Coyotes, as they have Ramirez up to serve, so.
Yeah, Ramirez is definitely the person to do it to win this game for the Coyotes.
Yeah, they're really strong in this rotation here as her serve goes over.
Number 10 is going to pass it over the net.
Ramirez will set it for Dixon. Gets the spike off the hands of the libero for Hagerman, resulting in the Coyotes winning the third here. That'll be your game, folks, as your Tatum Coyotes beat out the Hagerman Bobcats in Tatum tonight. I don't think we have any more broadcastings this week, so that's all we've got for tonight. Everybody have a good night. This is Trip and Caden off.